inflation is falling in Angola, and in our case, food prices accounts for around 6% of CPI.
Okay.
It's very heavy.
Thank you very much, Minister. Welcome to Jeune Afrique Africa Report. My name is Leanne de Bassompierre. I'm the business editor of the Africa Report. Interestingly, in Nairobi, you mentioned that agricultural production in Angola has surpassed oil production, and I was shocked when I heard that. Can you tell me, is this structural, or is it because of fluctuating oil production? What is behind this?
For some time, quite some time, the economy was highly dependent on oil and gas. If one looks to an external point of view, oil and gas remains the key sectors, because this is the sector that generates more foreign currency. So from the external perspective. But if one looks to GDP and what is happening in our economy, agriculture is moving faster. And so in the last 10 years, basically, agriculture just doubled its weight in our economy. So 10 years ago, agriculture was around 14% of GDP, just below 14%, and today is roughly 25%.
And oil today?
And oil today is around 15%.
Wow.
Yeah, and agriculture is taking the lead.
And how is that helping you to bring unemployment down? It's currently at 27%, I believe.
No. It's below. Unemployment is around 20%.
Okay.
It used to be you had bigger figures.
Okay.
But agriculture is part of it. It's creating jobs, but it's the entire economy that is moving. Non-oil economy in the last 2 years grew over 5%. And this is the best performance that we have in 10 years. Okay. So in the last quarter of 2025, non-oil economy grew 7.2%.
And are people seeing this because, food prices, it really plugs into inflation? Are ordinary Angolans actually seeing this in the markets?
Well, at least it's been stabilized, prices. Inflation is falling in Angola. And in our case, food prices accounts for around 6% of CPI. Okay. It's very heavy. Okay. So, and it's falling. Prices, they increase, but are not as fast as before. Okay. So inflation in Angola is still in double digits. It's around 13% today. If we keep on the way we are, especially in the last 24 months, we expect that towards the end of the year, inflation will be close to 1 digit, which is also one of the key goals of our macroeconomic policies.
One of the big projects that everyone's talking about is the Lobito project.
Yes.
How are you going to ensure as Angola that it's not just going to be a thoroughfare where people go through, but they actually use that, or use Angola, or Angola uses that project to export its agricultural produce, for example?
Yeah, no, exactly. And it's one of the, for Angola, it's a fact that, this is a corridor that integrates Angola, DRC, Zambia, but also serves Central Africa, Southern Africa, but we see this as also a development corridor. So along the corridor, on the Angolan side, we are designing our strategy so that those communities that live along the corridor also can take real benefits from the investments that the Lobito corridor is bringing.
We've seen significant investment pledges coming from China, from the EU in recent months. Africa has that shared prosperity and not just investment. What are you doing to secure that or ensure that? Yeah, well,
the policies that we are pursuing, I mentioned the national development programs that we have in Angola, one strategy. This is where it is taking us. So we are trying to mobilize the most we possibly can internally to address our needs to build an economy that is resilient, that can absorb better external shocks, an economy that is modern, is diversified. So we keep on working in improving the business environment so that more private investment comes into Angola. As you know, in November this year, we will also organize and receive AFIS in Angola. So it's part of what we are doing. So we are presenting the country, the dynamics, so that we can attract more. But this is what we believe. So we have, as most of African countries, our population is very young, but we have plenty of arable land, we have water, we have people to work and willing to do things, to participate, etc. So we're trying to leverage on what we have, and also then bring, and by improving the business environment, bring others to help us and have something when it comes to strengthen the economy that is sustainable in time, but also socially inclusive.
Just coming back to fuel, and in the budget this year for 2026, there's a 40% reduction in fuel subsidies, and it comes at a time where a lot of countries on the continent are actually increasing fuel subsidies because of the Middle East shock. Are you not scared of the kind of social fight back on that?
Yeah, we keep on reflecting on the best ways of doing it. It's a fact that with what we are witnessing, it's something unexpected. Although we are going from crisis to crisis, that it becomes a sort of the new normal.
Yes.
Okay, so we have also to adjust to it. But no one was expecting that impacts. So we keep on observing, see internally the best options we had before we do something concrete. At this point, we haven't changed the policies or the at
reduction
least the, yeah, not yet. We haven't done it. We haven't set up any changes on the policy until we are positive that introducing those
or reintroducing it.
Yes, that impacts on citizens will be mitigated.
And just one more question. You know, a lot of what you said is about bringing, you know, the economy up to a standard where you can bring a lot of people in your country out of poverty. Are you seeing the fruits of that already? You've got this like national development plan. It ends in 2027. How are you going to adapt that plan for the next period of Angola's development?
Growing the economy, the way we are seeing, also has an impact on employment. We have to keep on working on quality of jobs in our economy so that more can take real benefit to us. You see, to introduce set of policies, pursue reforms, improving business environment, etc., it only makes sense if at the end of the day we are bringing better living conditions to our citizens. The last report that we have on food insecurity, we also seen improvements. So the level of insecurity, food insecurity in Angola has reduced. So
by how much? Just in
almost half.
Okay.
Okay.
In what period?
We are talking something that it goes to the same period. So we're talking the last 10 years, what is happening. So the improvements are there. But it's a process. It will take its time until everyone can say, okay, now is a different story and we can take benefits. But when you look to a macroeconomic level, you can see what's coming. When you see unemployment falling, when you see inflation falling, when you see the business environment improving, more private investment come into the country, those are good signs that are telling us, okay, we are in the right direction and we have to keep on pursuing and making sure that whatever we promised that we are delivering.